Music comes in many different types, genres, each with its own style, instruments, rhythms, and cultural roots. Here's a list of major music genres grouped by broad categories. Popular music genres. 1. Pop, catchy melodies, simple lyrics, and mainstream appeal, for example, Taylor Swift, Dua Lipa. 2. Rock, electric guitars, drums, and strong vocals, for example, The Beatles, Queen. 3. Hip-hop, rap, rhythmic speech over beats and samples, for example, Drake, Kendrick Lamar. 4. R&B, soul, smooth vocals, emotional expression, groove-based, for example, Beyoncé, Aretha Franklin. Wool, country, storytelling, lyrics with guitars, often about life and love, for example, Johnny Cash, Luke Combs. 6. Electronic, EDM, synthesized sounds and beats for dance and clubs, for example, Calvin Harris, Avicii. 7. Reggae, laid-back rhythm, and offbeat accents from Jamaica, for example, Bob Marley. Classical and traditional. 1. Classical, orchestral, instrumental, and composed music, for example, Mozart, Beethoven. Point 2. Opera, classical singing combined with orchestral music and drama. 3. Folk, traditional music from specific cultures, for example, Irish folk, American bluegrass. 4. World music, non-Western traditional styles, for example, African drumming, Indian ragas, jazz and blues. 1. Jazz, improvisation, complex harmonies, swing rhythms, for example, Miles Davis, Louis Armstrong. 2. Blues, emotional, expressive songs often about hardship, for example, B.B. King. Alternative and indie. 1. Indie pop, rock, independent, experimental sound outside mainstream labels. 2. Alternative rock, non-traditional rock with unique tones and lyrics, for example, Radiohead. Dance and urban styles. 1. House, techno, trance, subgenres of electronic dance music. Point 2. Disco, funky dance music from the 1970s, for example, Bee Gees. 3. Drum and bass, dubstep, fast-paced, heavy-based electronic genres, regional and cultural genres. 1. Latin, salsa, reggaeton, bachata, tango, for example, Shakira, Bad Bunny. 2. Afrobeats, modern African pop with rhythmic grooves, for example, Burna Boy. 3. K-pop, J-pop, Korean or Japanese pop with vibrant choreography, for example, ... 4. Bollywood, Indian classical music from Indian cinema or traditional ragas. 5. Arabic, Middle Eastern, uses oud, darbaka, and microtones. Would you like me to list subgenres, for example, types of rock or EDM, or explain how these genres differ in instruments and rhythm?